this is I am Jason, and today is another unpopular opinions video, because why not? This trend is dead. I'm already dead inside. So why not? Also, I had a bunch of new opinions I wanted to get out there that in my opinion are original, so I don't think I've seen people talk about these. Anyways, enjoy and comment your opinions down below. Let's go. Comparing underrated groups to popular groups is the first opinion. Like, I've seen comments on girl group MVs with views that are maybe 50k or 30k or 10k or even below, and people comment if this was sung by a popular group it would be famous. And even in pop music, I seen a comment on Little Mix's latest comeback saying, if this was sung by Ariana Grande it would be famous. And honestly, that annoys me how it's done in both music. Why compare underrated and famous musicians and groups? Why can't y'all just enjoy the songs without comparing people to each other? They may not be as famous as others, but y'all can try to promote them by sharing their music with others or streaming their songs, but commenting things like this is stupid and dumb and annoying. So please stop and just enjoy the music. This opinion is gonna trigger all the midsies who watch this. But let me make it clear. I'm a midsie. My bias is Yeji, but this opinion I say is in all honesty. The opinion is that I don't really like ITZY's music. They have such good singing and dance talent, and the message they portray about being themselves is also a really good message. But the way their company portrays it in songs is really not my type. The only song of ITZY's I like is Wannabe. But besides that, even their B-sides don't do it for me. I just hope they can do some song changes and portray their message in better songs. I hope for the best for their comeback. Okay, next. The hate towards Kachi got too much. It's just so annoying how when completely non-Asians come into K-pop, people are so quick to bandwagon hate them if their song is bad and then further move on and create fake rumors about them and make people believe in fake rumors. A lot of people created fake rumors about Kachi only because they weren't good enough for people. And what's worse was that people were spreading Kachi hate by supporting Z-pop and SB19 only by hating on Kachi. And I bet none of these people knew Z-pop and SB19 existed before Kachi's debut. I for one knew both these groups existed before Kachi. I for one believed in all the fake rumors. But not anymore. I'm a full supporter of Kachi, or a Uni-K as they call their fans, and my bias is Donnie. If y'all can't support me for liking them, because I know now that people created a fake reason to hate them, then y'all can unsubscribe, because if y'all wanna still believe in things that are fake, then go ahead and continue hating, because y'all are stupid as shit. Next. Girl kind are the most underrated dancers in a K-pop group. Like, their music is amazing and their singing is amazing too, but their dancing is on par with any popular group like ITZY. If they debuted under JYP Entertainment, JYP could help them get more popular by giving them amazing songs and give them more comebacks, with fun concepts like a mix of Twice and ITZY, and give them harder dances than they already have to challenge them more. Like, Girl kind have the skills to be amazing, and I just hope their company keeps them alive. Next, I want boy groups to do more fun, happy concepts. Like, there are a lot of boy groups who are venturing into the dark side of K-pop, but I wanna see them do more fun concepts too, to balance it out. Because I'm not into dark songs unless they're good. Mostly so far, I've rarely liked a dark concept song. And all the songs that are dark concept ones really don't do it for me. I don't want groups to do change completely to happy concepts, but it would great to see them do fun title tracks too, instead of just doing dark concepts because it's a trend. Next, I want Blackpink to have a proper structure next title track and future title tracks, which is the one with Selena Gomez. I don't want YG to give good structures to their B-sides alone. Because if you noticed after DD-U-Do, YG gave them a DD-U-Do Part 2 and a DD-U-Do Part 3, and the B-sides on Kill This Love and Square Up were amazing and diverse, while the title tracks were the same boring structure. And that's the main reason I find DD-U-Do boring now, and the same thing will happen to Kill This Love and How You Like That for me. Next, this opinion is like a rearranged version of something my non-K-pop sibling said, which I agreed to an extent, where they said something like how Western celebs wanna collab with BTS and or Blackpink, because they're falling off, meaning their popularity is dropping, because she heard the rumors about Blackpink's collab being with Selena, and this is true to an extent, because if you see Halsey collabed with BTS and Dua Lipa, Lady Gaga collabed with Blackpink, but look at them, they're still as popular as ever, whether they collabed with K-pop artists or no. And if you look at Western celebs, Dua Lipa did a remix with Wasaw, Ava Max with NCT 127, Lizzo with AB6IX, John Legend with Wendy, etc. So basically what my sibling said was true to some point, but it wasn't entirely true. Also, what my sibling said meant no harm, so please don't hate. Thanks. Next. This opinion is an opinion about MVs. I don't like super flashy and too much prop-filled MVs as much as a plain MV. I know that K-pop groups go all out on an MV and that fans love that, but I love when an MV is an aesthetic plain MV, or when an MV has props but not too much that it becomes distracting. Twice as More and More is an example of too much props and flashiness. Because there was a lot going on the MV and a lot of trippy edits that made me feel like I was high on drugs. It was an amazing MV, but it was too much to look at and was distracting. But if you look at MVs like a Pink's Dumdrum or April's Lalali or Oh My Girl's Nonstop, those were good MVs that had props too, but they didn't have too much going on, so we could focus on the song and the idols and singing rather than get distracted by the MV. So yeah, I can make an exception, flashy MVs, but only if it's not too distracting. Next, people focus so much on the toxicity of blinks and armies, that they forget they're also toxic fans in other fandoms. I believe people don't pay attention to the fans in other fandoms who are toxic, because they're not as much as the toxic blinks or armies. But people should understand that blinks and armies are not only the toxic ones. I've seen a lot of unpopular opinions videos talking about blinks and armies' toxicity and don't really touch up on other fandoms in K-pop's toxicity. I know these toxic fans are not as much, but they do exist. So don't be overlooking them. Next, I don't like streaming all the time. What I wanna say is that, I don't like when people stream all the time for a group who already have a lot of wins. Like for example, people were mad at fans for Irene and Sulji's debut MV delay and hated SM, which was unnecessary, and my friend told me that it stops music show wins, and I told her in reply that it doesn't matter because Red Velvet already have so many wins, that even if they don't win now it's fine. They could win next comeback or Red Velvet comeback. People should just enjoy the song sometimes. Because I don't think it's always about how many trophies to give a group in K-pop. K-pop idols debut to share their talents with the world, and make fans and get popular. They don't debut just to make music for award show wins all the time. They debut to share their beautiful music with fans. So I personally think that streaming for awards is not necessary all the time, and people should enjoy the songs once in a while, and shouldn't care too much towards streaming for an award for the group. I'm not saying streaming is bad, but I'm just saying streaming every single comeback for the song to win at least takes the fun out of the song, because people end up watching the MV again and again for the sole purpose of its views going up and not for the enjoyment of the song. Which kinda sucks. Next, why do fans and netizens get so angry at non-Asians in K-pop when Westerners don't care about Asians in Western music? I understand K-pop is meant for the Asian people, mostly Koreans, but Westerners could care less with Asians in their music. If you see 88 Rising, it's an Asian American music label, and it's pretty famous, and people don't hate on them. But in Asian music, people will hate on non-Asians trying to do K-pop because they're not good enough. Like for example, people hated on Lana and thought she was a Koreaboo and a racist, and with Kachi people made so many fake rumors, and still hate them. Yes, I know there are people who accept non-Asians only if they train properly under a Korean company, and go through the hard work and stuff, but netizens are quick to judge non-Asians the same way they judge K-pop idols, and non-Asians get a lot of hate. I'm just saying, people shouldn't just quickly judge non-Asians possibly joining K-pop. They at least should see if they're good. If they're not that amazing, then people shouldn't hate or make a big deal out of it, and should leave room for improvement or give tips to improve and become better. I know I don't have a say in this, because I'm not a Korean Asian, but a Southeast Asian, but still. People shouldn't need to care if companies want to debut non-Asians as long as they're not bad people who do wrong things, and they train long and hard. So yeah, that's all my super triggering opinions. So here's the outro. Bye.